Hello everyone, welcome again to my scope on astral projection. My name is Ali Wiley and I'm English from Italy. Welcome to my attic. This is where I do my scopes at the moment. In the future I may take some into the garden. Thank you for joining me. Today I'd like to talk about what led me to my first out-of-body experience, because I'm not a natural astral projector. I actually taught myself, but I taught myself kind of by default, because of what I was actually doing. What I was actually doing led to my first out-of-body experience. My first out-of-body experience you can catch up with on my first scope, which I will upload to my website at the weekend. My website is astralwings.com. Thank you for those hearts, very much appreciated. I am recording all of my scopes, so they will be archived on my site, so you can catch up with them. Okay, so what was I doing that led up to my first out-of-body experience? Well, I started writing down my dreams. That is essential if you want to learn how to do astral projection, because not only do you help focus your mind on what you want to do, but it also helps improve your memory, your dream memory, your lucid dream memory, your astral projection memory, because we all leave our bodies at night. It's just that often we just don't remember what we do. It doesn't make sense that whoever produced these human bodies would make us go to sleep 8 hours a night and actually not do anything during that 8 hours. So I know, I don't just believe, we actually do things while we sleep. We astral project, we dream, we grow, we get messages from the other side, all sorts of things. So this is what I wanted to go deeper into. I wanted to go deeper initially into my dreams, because I thought that if I can understand my dreams, then I can understand who I am better. Because in the end, they were my dreams. It's my head. It's my weirdness, nuttiness. Yeah, writing our dreams is an excellent thing to do for anything, for spiritual development, to get messages from the other side. I recommend it even if you don't want to astral project. I recommend writing down your dreams. So, but not only do you have to write them down, you have to try and understand them, which can be a bit tricky at first, because there's so much symbolism in dreams. We don't actually know where it comes from, because sometimes we may get symbolism from, for example, a religion that we don't follow, or a culture that we're not aware of. So what I did, every dream, or most of the dreams I had, because obviously time is always of the essence, I went on internet, read books, to try and understand the symbolism of the dreams. Now, dream interpretation is very personal. For example, a black cat to someone might be unlucky. A black cat to somebody else might be a wonderful experience because they love cats. So dream interpretation is personal. Thank you for that heart. And no one else can tell you what your dream means for you. Only the dreamer can interpret the dream. So this is what I started doing. I started really analysing my dreams to find out what was in them. And I discovered various different types of dreams. And also I discovered reoccurring dreams. They were never exactly the same, but some of the dreams had the same theme running through them, which I wanted to get deeper into. So from my dreams, from analysing my dreams, I wanted to also lucid dream more often. Now, I've also always been a bit of a lucid dreamer. When I was a child, I used to have dreams, obviously, like most children. And the good ones, I wanted to go back to and continue when I woke up. So I used to go back to the good dreams and continue them and sort of like control them in the way that I wanted them to go. And then the bad dreams, I also wanted to go back to, because I didn't like the ending. If a dream ended the way I didn't like it, then I would go back in the dream and change the ending. So that was quite good training for future lucid dreaming, I suppose, and in the end, astral projection. When I had a nightmare and I woke up as a child, I refused to accept the ending. So I would go back and I would face the monster that was, I don't know, it was chasing me or whatever. And what do I do if I can't remember my dreams? It was just a case of training. When you wake up in the morning, often we have to get up really quickly. Well, if you want to remember your dreams, it's good to lay down and stay there and kind of chill out in that area between waking and dreaming, and you'll find in the end that the dreams, they just come back into your head. So you have to give yourself time to remember your dreams in the morning, and that is really important, and write them down immediately, because during the day other things fill in our head. Thanks for those hearts again. And we forget our dreams. You might be doing something later in the day and suddenly, oh, I remember I had a dream last night, and it'll suddenly come to you because you've triggered off some sort of memory from the dream. So it's really important to, as soon as you wake up in the morning, don't let yourself wake up suddenly. Just lay there and chill in the kind of twilight zone between waking and sleeping. And you'll find that once your subconscious gets the message that you want to remember your dreams, you will actually remember your dreams more. And so you write them down. The more you write your dreams down, the more you remember. And of course, if you wake up in the middle of the night, keep pen and paper by your bed. And if you wake up in the middle of a dream, or remember suddenly a dream, write it down, because I guarantee you in the morning it will become fuzzy, or you won't remember exactly the right sequence of things, or things may be different. And then of course the morning we have to get up, we've got to do this, we've got to do that. So it's really important to write them down as you remember them. Also thoughts during the day, suddenly if a dream comes back to you, just write a few words, because you do find if you write just the key words, it will trigger the memory in your subconscious mind, and it will come to the front of your mind, and you'll be able to focus better. So the more you write down the dreams, the more you remember your dreams, and then the more you will be able to lucid dream if you start practicing lucid dreaming techniques, which is what I did. I was really desperate to meet with a guide that I was meeting in some of my lucid dreams. So I wanted to lucid dream more in order to meet this guide. Now, this guide could have actually been a manifestation of my higher self, or he could have been the teacher entering my dreams in order to teach me something, in order to be the catalyst for me going deeper into who I am. This guide took the form of an old geography teacher called Mr. Cooper, who made a real impression of me at school, because he was one of those teachers that you really remember. He used to make an effort. You know, he wasn't the sort of teacher to sit in the classroom, to sit in the staff room and have coffee break time. He used to come out and meet with us. So yeah, well, anybody can try it. It's quite simple. In the end, you're just going deeper into who you are. That's all it is. So anyway, I wanted to meet Mr. Cooper more, because in some of my dreams, we used to have such great chats about life. So I started practicing lucid dreaming techniques, which I shall talk about in another scope. So one particular dream that I had, a lucid dream that I had with my Mr. Cooper, strangely enough, we were both sitting in my head. Okay, so that's quite a strange place to be, I can assure you, sitting in my head. But what was really strange was we were both sitting on a rubbish tip. We were both sitting on a pile of rubbish, and Mr. Cooper was telling me, you know, you have to get rid of this rubbish out of your head before you can go forward. And that dream always stayed with me, because it made such an impression that I had all this rubbish in my head. Now, the rubbish that I had in my head was, in fact, faulty belief systems. Maybe in some areas I was closed-minded. I didn't have an open enough mind. I had to just kick out all the rubbish, all the false beliefs, all the things that weren't supposed to be there, in order to clear the way for inner development. So my first out-of-body experience, I wasn't even trying for. I was trying to go inwards. I was trying to get to know who I was. And that's how my astral projection journey started. It wasn't with a deep desire to astral project. It was with a deep desire to know who I am. And I think that's really important when you want to astral project, because astral projection is just the tool. It's just the thing we can use to get to another place in our to develop spiritually. And I believe that was the main reason I managed to astral project, and I have been astral projecting continually, not continually, but many nights since that time in the year 2000, since that first time. Because through my dreaming, I cleared out my head. Through my lucid dreaming, I just got rid of a lot of false beliefs and a lot of false stuff that was in my head at the time, and it cleared the way in order to be able to astral project. So one of the things I tell everyone when they wish to learn to have out-of-body experience, ciao, is you have to desire it, but you have to desire something further beyond astral projection. You have to desire, it's like a spiritual desire, it's like a longing. That's spiritual longing, I call it, a longing to connect to who you are. And then you astral project by default, because in order to experience who you truly are in a full sense, you can leave your body and experience your consciousness as an enormous, I can't even describe it in words, something bigger than we are. In fact, how all this consciousness can get into one little head is incredible. So when you leave your body, your consciousness expands. When you come back, it's like it all goes back into a funnel back in the brain, so it can all fit in. At the same time, I would like to say astral projection is not a way to escape the physical world or your physical life or anything like that. It is a way to complement your life, not to escape from it, because we chose to be here, we chose to be physical, and it's great to be physical. It's great to do all these things on earth, live, love, laugh, cry, everything. It's absolutely wonderful to do this. What I'm saying with astral projection is it can help you live your life, and it can help you cope with your problems better. Thank you for those hearts, lovely. I love those little hearts. If you'd like to hear more about astral projection and my adventures, I've had lots of them, good and bad, frightening, joyous, everything. Please pop along to astralwings.com. I am building up a forum over there as well, so if you'd like to join that, it's early days yet, but there is a lot of information in there already. There's my blog. I also have a podcast over there, which is great listening to. I do some readings from some astral projection books from Robert Bruce, from William Bullman. There are lots of experts around in the field, and I shall be talking about their books, etc., in another scope. So please pop over to my site, because there's lots of stuff over there. And there's lots of interesting stuff on the podcast. The podcast I've been doing since 2010. So I've been building that up very slowly. Thank you to you, Six Figure Coach. And I think I have to wind that up now, so because I have to go and pick up my son from school and cook lunch, of course. Thank you for being with me. Don't forget to share this scope to people you might think are interested in astral projection, because many people are actually interested, but they don't talk about it for fear of being ridiculed and things like that. So please share it around and follow me, and then you will get notified of other scopes. All these scopes will be archived on my site, astralwings.com, so don't forget to pop over and have a look. They won't be archived till this weekend, because this weekend I'm going to sit at the computer and work on that. Okay, so thanks for being here. Have a lovely day, have a lovely afternoon, have a lovely evening, wherever you are. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Ciao, ciao.